Welcome, beautiful souls. This is your zodiac energy reading for the week of June the 15th to the 21st. A week unlike any other. We're standing at a powerful threshold. A new moon in Gemini igniting fresh ideas and aligned conversations. And the summer solace, the longest, most light-filled day of the year, inviting you to awaken your joy, your direction, and your next becoming. This is a turning point, not just for the stars, but for you. What are you ready to leave behind in the shadows? What part of you is rising with the sun? Each sign holds a sacred message this week. For your heart, your healing, and your soul path, and your destiny. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And trust, the message will find you when you are ready. If any of these resonate with you, there is a link below where you can take advantage of an extended reading just for you. Let's begin. Aries. Aries, you are all about soul evolution this week. Who are you becoming? Well, you are becoming the Temperance. You're shifting into a season of inner harmony and energetic balance. This is a powerful recalibration, Aries, and the Temperance card signals that the fiery drive that you are known for is now meeting spiritual patience, and you're becoming someone who blends passion with peace, someone who understands what timing is sacred and your evolution is from urgency to alchemy. And what are you meant to see? Well, you have here the Chariot reversed. The universe is trying to slow you down because forward movement without direction is not true progress. This reverse Chariot is asking, are you forcing something that is not aligned? Are you trying to win rather than heal? Take your foot off the gas. The path will be revealed when you are aligning your inner compass and it's recalibrated. You're missing the clarity that only stillness can provide. So where does your power lie this week for you, Aries? The Magician reversed. Your magic is real, but you may be missing it or doubting it. This card is reversed, saying, don't manipulate any outcomes of people or places. You just need to make it happen. You're being called to realign with your core tools, intentions, authenticity, and focus. Reclaim your energy from distractions and center yourself in truth. The power is lying in knowing that your presence is your spell. So what do you have to release this week, Aries? 9 of Wands. You have been holding on, fighting, waiting, defending, and now it's time to lay the battle down. You're weary, Aries. Your identity isn't just a warrior, it's a creator. Let go of the belief that life must be hard or earned through pain, and you're not proving yourself anymore. What you built is enough. Rest and evolve. What is going to guide you this week is the Page Pentacles. Oh, reversed. I am doing this whole recording over again, just to let you know. My mic wasn't working and it cut out so many times, so I'm redoing this all over again. So what will guide you this week? The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Your desire is to grow, to be noble, but are you grounded in your goals? This reverse page suggests a need to stop chasing every shining opportunity. You don't need a million plans, you need one sacred yes. This week, allow simplicity to guide you. Focus on one thing and master it with love and patience. That's where your roots will deepen. And what are you calling in this week? The Page of Wands reversed. Your inner fire wants to burst forward, but you're still doubting your own spark. This reverse page reminds you fear of the unknown has kept your light dimmed. But guess what? Your destiny is begging you to get excited again. You're magnetizing a path that requires bravery. Say yes to the adventure within, not just outside of you. And your person and how they feel? Four of Swords. They are in retreat mode, processing, healing. The person may be distant or quiet, not just because they don't care, but because they actually need space to understand their own emotions. They see you as part of their healing journey, not just a distraction. Honor this pause that they're in. It may be very sacred for you and for them. Message from your future self. Stop dimming your light to fit someone else's shadows. You were born to lead, not to chase. Let go of needing answers from others. The clarity you seek will rise when you will stop searching for it instead of you. Your rest is productive. Your worth is not dependent on being chosen. You are already the one. Bottom of the deck. Reversed, Seven of Swords. The truth is coming to light. Any deception, whether it is self-imposed or from others, is being cleared. No more hiding. No more pretending you're okay when you are not. This week is about spiritual truth, radical honesty, and energetic integrity. You're being set free from your illusions. Aries, this week is all about a spiritual reset. You're becoming someone more balanced, spiritually integrated, but the pressure to force an outcome is your greatest saboteur right now. Your power is being diluted by doubt and overextension. It's time to recalibrate, to pause, and to reclaim your inner tools. Your person is on their own healing path, and don't wait for them to catch up. The future you is already embodying wholeness, peace, and radiant leadership. Taurus, this week for you, the quiet truth within you. Who are you becoming, Taurus? Two of Swords. You are standing at a crossroads, Taurus. Not because you don't know the truth, but because part of you don't want to see the truth. The version of you is emerging now, and it's one that no longer hides from the hard decisions. You are becoming someone who trusts your inner knowing, even when it threatens the comfort of your current path. This stuckness, it's sacred. It's the pause before a profound breakthrough. So what are you meant to see this week, Taurus? Ace of Wands reversed. The spark that you have been craving, whether in love, work, or personal purpose, can't ignite until you clear the heaviness clouding your fire. This reversed ace says there is a passion within you that is buried deep under self-doubt or burnout. It's not that inspiration is gone, it's that you're disconnected from what truly lights you up. The universe is saying, don't settle for a false fire. Where your power lies, the Empress reverse. You may feel out of alignment with your usual, sensual, fertile, creative self, Taurus. This Empress reversed is calling your power back into your body. into self-nurturing, into remembering that being a source of love, life, and beauty requires receiving, not just giving. Your power lies in reclaiming softness, not producing endlessly. Not producing endlessly. This week, you lead by being, not by overdoing. And what you must release? The Knight of Swords. You need to charge ahead and fix it fast is no longer serving you. This Knight shows that impulsive ambition to sharp tongue reactions might be causing more harm than help. Let go of rushing. Let go of trying to control the outcome with urgency. You are meant to evolve, not bulldoze. Release that part of you that equates movement with meaning. I also see the Knight of Swords, someone that may be daring, may even be spontaneous, but is quick to recede. So what will guide you this week, Taurus? Justice. Karmic balance is at play. You're being guided by divine fairness, even if it doesn't look fair. Right now, the scales are recalibrating. This card reminds you that every decision made from truth, integrity, and alignment will be supported by the universe. Trust the bigger picture. Everything is being brought into divine order. And what you are calling in right now, Taurus, I have here the Knight of Pentacles. You are magnetizing, grounded, committing energy, whether that is a partner, a new foundation for your business, or a life rhythm that is sustainable. The Knight of Pentacles is your reminder that slow and steady wins in wholeness. You are calling in a consistent, devoted, and safety that doesn't stifle your soul. You are building something real and stable. And your person, how do they feel? The Hanged Man. They are suspended in their own uncertainty. This person may feel stuck or unsure how to approach you. It's not that they don't care. It's just that they're seeing things from a very different perspective than you are right now. Their stillness is not rejection. It's a reflection of their own transformation. Give them some space to find clarity. A message from your future self. Ten of Swords reversed. You have already survived the hardest part. You're healing, even if it still aches. What ended needed to end. Don't keep reliving the betrayal or the loss. It will teach you, not chain you. I promise what's ahead is softer. I promise your strength doesn't come from suffering. It comes from rising. The bottom of the deck, I have the Four of Cups reversed. You are finally starting to see what you have been ignoring. This is the awakening from our emotional numbness. The reverse Four of Cups is an invitation to stop dwelling on what did not work and start opening your heart to the miracles still available. New opportunities are knocking, but only if you lift your eyes and say yes to the present moment. Taurus, this week isn't about bold moves, it's about brave stillness. You are at the edge of a major emotional clearing. What part of you feels stuck? The truth is, you're in a final stretch of releasing whatever never truly aligned. Your power is returning to your body. Your clarity is being born through a pause. Your love life, your creativity, and your future all want presence, not pressure. Trust the unraveling. You are magnetizing something solid and sincere, but it can only meet you when you no longer are in denial about what must go. Gemini, your week, your timeline is rewriting itself. Who are you becoming? The moon reversed. You're stepping out of illusion and into a raw, uncomfortable clarity, Gemini. The veils are lifting, and you are becoming someone who no longer dances with shadows or plays small in confusion. The truth are, you were afraid to face or become your compass. You're no longer afraid to know what's real, even if it changes everything. This is emotional maturity in action. So what you are meant to see, the Five of Wands. Not all conflict is chaos. Some of it is clarity. You're being asked to see where you are still battling others or yourself for validation or control. Competition, jealousy, tension, these aren't random. They are messengers. Who or what are you fighting and why? It's time to observe your role in the dynamic without any judgment. This energy is showing you where you are grown certain cycles or certain versions of yourself. So where your power lies this week, the Two of Wands. Your power this week lies in perspective. You're not meant to leap blindly, but to plan wisely. You have the world in your hands, Gemini, but you must choose your direction with intention. The energy of vision and future casting is here. Trust your higher mind. You're already seeing the timelines available. Now it's time to align your energy with the one that feels destined. So what you must release, the Seven of Cups. You don't need more options, you need clarity. And this card says that you have been lost in illusion or seduced by fantasy. It is a card of limerence. It's time to discern what's real from the emotional addictiveness and release the habit of escaping through overthinking, idealization, or shiny distractions. You're not missing anything. You are being called to choose. And choosing is how power is reclaimed. What will guide you? The Four of Pentacles reversed. So what's going to guide you this week, Gemini? The universe is guiding you to let go of control, of fear around loss, of hoarding energy, or love. This is a card of release and trust. You don't have to protect yourself from disappointment by staying closed off. Open your heart. Let your energy flow again. And the more you loosen your grip, the more you allow abundance in its truest form. So what you are calling in. The Hermit reversed. Solitude has taught you a lot, but now it's time to remerge. This reversed Hermit shows you're magnetizing new connections, conversations, and activations that reflect the work you've done within. You are calling in aligned relationships, but only because you finally faced your own reflection. What you have learned in isolation is now ready to be shared with the world. And how does your person feel? Two of Swords. They're confused, overwhelmed, or they're avoiding a decision. Your person is stuck between desire and fear, love and protection, past and future. This isn't necessarily about you. It's about their own inability to trust their heart. They may not be communicating clearly, but know this. Their indecision is not your fault. Their silence is not your unworthiness. The message from your future self, the Ace of Wands reversed. You are not uninspired. You are drained from pouring into places that are not pouring back. Your fire returns when you stop forcing false starts. Let what didn't work die gracefully. Your true spark, your divine ignition comes from when you stop asking for permission to be powerful. The bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. The pause you're in, well, it's not punishment, it's a perspective. But don't stay here too long. Waiting is only sacred when it is serving your soul. Eventually, you'll need to descend from the tree and walk forward. The sacrifice was real, but so is your rebirth. Gemini, this week is a detox from your illusions. You are walking away from fantasy, from confusion and scattered energy into a grounded, crystal clear version of yourself. Your power doesn't come from having all the answers, but from knowing the right questions. The person may be uncertain, but your soul isn't. You're here to wait, but not wait in limbo for someone to choose you. You're here to choose your own life. Reconnect with your own fire. Reclaim your spark. Cancer, you're not starting over. You're rising higher. Who are you becoming? The Fool. This is your new beginning. You're shedding the heavy emotional armor you have worn and stepping into a lighter, freer version of yourself. You are becoming someone who leads with trust, curiosity, and an alignment of that's happening instantly. The universe is asking you to leap, not into recklessness, but into self-trust. The next chapter isn't about proving anything. It's about experiencing everything. So what are you meant to see? The Tower reversed. You're already survived the storm. Now comes the clearing. The reverse tower reveals that a past upheaval, emotional, rational, or internal, was not your destruction. It was your liberation. You are being asked to stop fearing the collapse. Nothing real was ever lost. The worst has passed, and you are safe to rebuild with integrity and intention. Where your power lies? The Star. Your power is in your hope, in your vision, in your capacity to heal and to inspire. Even after a heartbreak, you became a light for others, not because you have suffered, but because you alchemized the pain into purpose. You are powerful because you still believe in beauty. Let your wishes be sacred again. The universe is listening. What you must release. The Three of Pentacles. You can't do the work for everyone. You've been showing up, carrying the weight, trying to create harmony through effort. But if others won't meet you halfway, it's time to let go. You are not responsible for teaching people how to show up. Release the fantasy of a one-sided teamwork. Stop collaborating with inconsistency. Stop one-sided, unrequited love. What will guide you? The Five of Pentacles reversed. Healing your abandonment wound is your guidance now. You are stepping out of lack, out of emotional scarcity, out of the belief that you've always been left behind. This card reveals that the door was never locked. You were never truly alone. Let yourself receive support. Spiritually, emotionally, financially. You're allowed to ask. You're allowed to be chosen. You're allowed to receive. So what are you calling in? The Queen of Pentacles. You're magnetizing wholeness. This queen is your embodiment of self-worth, sensuality, grounded wisdom, and divine feminine power. You're calling in a reality where you are nourished and respected, where your needs are not just tolerated, but cherished. You are attracting abundance because you are no longer begging for crumbs. Your person, how do they feel? They see you as home. Whether This is a current partner, someone returning to your life, or someone brand new. They hold an emotional ideal of you in their heart. This card speaks on a deep emotional fulfillment, long-term love, spiritual harmony. They feel safe with you. They dream of a life with you, but it must be built on truth and not some limerence fantasy. A message from your future self. The Nine of Pentacles. You don't need anyone to complete you because you are already whole. But when you stop needing and start choosing, everything will shift. You are successful, you are radiant, you are free. So stand tall in your sovereignty and let love, wealth, and peace orbit your inner glow. The bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So now you are being asked to look at where you have been afraid to commit, whether to a vision, a relationship, or even to yourself. The avoidance ends now. You do not have to be perfect. You just have to show up. It's time to recommit to you. It's time to let go of the avoidant behavior. Cancer, this week is a sacred turning point. You are no longer surviving, you are starting anew. With the Fool, the Star, the Queen of Pentacles all guiding you, you are moving from fear to fulfillment. You're releasing the people-pleasing, over-giving, emotional scarcity. Your power is not fixing others. It is in radiating self-worth so clearly that only those who match your frequency can stay. Your person feels deeply for you, but your own healing comes first. And your future self, well, they are thriving, independent, magnetic, unapologetically abundant. Is that you? Okay, now for you, Leo. Leo, your power is returning, but it's not what you thought. So who are you becoming? The Seven of Cups. You are awakening to just how many doors are opening up to you, but it's not all that glitters is gold. You are becoming someone who sees beyond the illusions, who no longer falls for fantasies, dressed in, just elegant charisma. I mean, this isn't about choosing the loudest opportunity. It's about choosing what is real, soul deep and aligned. You're learning discernment over a distraction. So, what are you meant to see, Leo? Four of Pentacles. You are holding on to what is keeping your heart small, whether it is a relationship, a belief about love or money, or some security. You are being shown that clinging out of fear creates stagnation. This card exposes the scarcity thinking still running oh gosh, in the back. Oh my goodness, sorry. You don't need to protect what is already meant for you. Let it go and let it flow. Where your power lies. The Hermit. Your strength doesn't come from performance, it comes from introspection. This power in this week is your quiet knowing, your ability to pull back and reconnect with all your light. I'm going to sneeze again. When you stop seeking the spotlight and return to your soul, everything just clicks. You don't need the crowd to know who you are. You just need you. So what you must release? The Lovers. There's a karmic connection or twin flame bond. It may have taught you immense lessons, but it's time to release the attachment. Let go of the need to be mirrored, chosen, or completed by another. Whether this is a person or a pattern, it's time to stop confusing the passion with a purpose. You are whole with or without this mirror. And what will guide you? Five of Swords. Sometimes you will have to walk away even when you are right. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? This card is your cue to stop fighting battles that drain your spirit. You are not here to prove yourself to those committed to misunderstanding you. Let the conflicts go. Preserve your peace. Your dignity will guide you where your pride cannot. What are you calling in? The Page of Swords. You are magnetizing curiosity, fresh communication, mental clarity. Expect messages, text messages, an idea, or something brand new. You may even get communication you didn't expect, because this page is clever and quick, and you are calling in energy that sharpens your insight and helps you express yourself clearly. You are becoming braver in your voice, unafraid to speak your truth. And so, your person, how do they feel? Eight of Wands. There's movement. There's a shift. A sudden burst of energy from your person. It's like suddenly they reach out, possibly after a silence or delay. They may be reaching out, traveling toward you, or simply thinking intensely about how to progress things now with you. This is forward momentum, but it may come fast. So, are you ready for it? Message from your future self. Two of Pentacles, reverse. You can't do everything, and you need to stop. Stop juggling the roles and identities just to keep people comfortable. You are allowed to put something down. You're allowed to focus on what truly matters. Balance. It doesn't mean burnout. Choose you. Always choose yourself. If you're juggling the balls in the air, you can't grab what is really truly important in front of you. So let some of those balls just go and fall down. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. This is your invitation to reclaim your sovereignty. Step into structure, ground your leadership, and be unapologetic self-respect. The Emperor reminds you that power is calm, secure, unwavering. And when you stop reacting and start ruling, everything will change. Leo, your fire has been pulled in so many directions, and now your soul is asking for clarity. You're becoming someone who chooses truth over illusion, solitude over noise, and self-honor over external validation. So let go of karmic attachments that keep you small. Your person is moving towards you, but your peace comes first. The divine masculine within you is all ready to rise, not in control, but in consciousness. It is time for you to focus on one important aspect, and the one for you, and not all that glitters is gold. Virgo, you're stronger than you think, but it's time to let go. Who are you becoming right now, Virgo? You're stepping into a version of yourself that no longer needs external validation to feel powerful. You are becoming confident, not in how loud you roar, but in how grounded you remain when the world shakes. This is the courage to stay soft in the hard moments, and the self-mastery to tame your own inner critic. You're rewriting what it means to be. And what are you meant to see? The Hierophant reversed. You don't have to do it their way. This reversed Hierophant shows you where old rules, systems, and traditions no longer fit your path. You are meant to question authority, beliefs, and conditioning that may have been keeping you stuck. It's time to become your own teacher. The sacred doesn't live in the structure, it lives in your soul's truth. So where does your power lie, Virgo? The world. You're completing a massive soul cycle, and your power lies in acknowledging it. This isn't just the end of a chapter, it's a close of a karmic loop. You're ready to level up, to integrate the lessons, to own up the wholeheartedness of who you are becoming. Celebrate what you have survived. It's time to move forward, not backward. So what you must release? The Nine of Wands reversed. You've been in survival mode for so long, holding your ground, anticipating another battle. But it's time to put the armor down. This card reversed says the worst is over. You don't need to be hyper-vigilant anymore. Release the wounds that told you that love had to be earned through effort. Rest is now part of your healing. You no longer have to do the work. So what is going to guide you? The Chariot. Your direction is now clear. Now you must trust yourself to move. The Chariot is your reminder that momentum is sacred and that emotional discipline will get you where passion alone cannot. This is your time to commit, take the reins, and drive your energy toward your true purpose. Stop hesitating. You do have what it takes. So what are you calling in? The Page of Wands reversed. You're magnetizing the rebirth of your inner fire, but it is still flickering beneath the surface. This page reversed shows a hesitation to fully leap into the unknown. You are calling in new creativity, inspiration, and courage. But it won't come until you give yourself permission to be bold, messy, and excited again. Let go of the fear of looking foolish. Passion wants to play with you. And your person. How do they feel? Queen of Swords. Well, they're guarded. They're analytical. They're maybe even a bit emotionally detached. But it's not because they don't care. This person sees you clearly, respects you deeply, and may be trying to protect both you and them by maintaining control. Their heart is cautious, but their mind is still tethered to you. Honesty is their love language, even if it cuts a little. Message from your future self. Where are you blocked? If you could tell yourself how you feel. The Nine of Swords reversed. Hey, you suffered enough in your own mind. The fears you carry are echoes, not truth. Let yourself rest. Let yourself forgive what you couldn't control. And the peace you crave isn't out there. It begins the moment you stop punishing yourself for being a human being. Release the mental torment. It's safe to feel good again. Bottom of the deck. Nine of Pentacles. You know, you are so much more accomplished than you give yourself credit for. And this card is your reminder that independence isn't loneliness, it's a luxury. And you've built a foundation that can support you. You don't need to chase love, success, or validation. You are the prize. Walk like you know it. Virgo, here you are emerging from a long season of self-protection, sacred pressure, and the cycle is now complete. The struggle is no longer your story. You are strong, but now you must also be soft. The growth this week is about trusting your inner direction, letting go of that perfectionism, and embracing moments without fear. Your person may be sharp or distant, but you're being asked not to lose your own softness in response. Your future self is thriving because they finally stopped living inside anxiety and stepping fully into freedom. It's time to let go of old you and step into the new version that has become. Hi, Libra. Stop waiting to be chosen. It's time to choose yourself. Who are you becoming? The Hanged Man. You're becoming someone who sees life from an entirely new perspective. This isn't stagnation, it is a sacred stillness. You're learning that surrender is not weakness, and you're just releasing the need to rush, to please, to decide when your soul isn't ready. So this is a metamorphosis moment. Let's just hold on to this energy for a while. What you are meant to see. 7 of Wands. You've been in protection mode for a reason, but have you mistaken defensive for discernment? Have you mistaken defensive for discernment? You are meant to see how often you had to stand alone. Not everyone deserves access to your heart, but don't block love just because you've been hurt. Your boundaries are sacred. So are your softness. Where your power lies. Ace of Wands. A new flame is being lit inside of you. This card is your creative rebirth, your divine yes. You're remembering what makes you feel alive, and your power lies in your spark and allowing passion to lead you forward again. And this is inspiration with purpose. Don't ignore the fire rising inside of you. What you must release? The 3 of Swords. You've carried the shards of betrayal long enough. The pain is valid, but it's also finished. Release the grief, the betrayal, the constant echo of why wasn't I enough? Why did that happen? Why did it need to happen to me? Why? Because you are enough. Always were. You're being asked to stop bleeding for someone else's lesson. It's time to heal. So what is going to guide you? 10 of Wands upside down. Put it down. The pressure, the expectations, the emotional labor. You don't need to carry anything anymore. Just let go of what is not yours to hold. The reverse 10 is your soul saying you're allowed to rest, you're allowed to ask for help, and you don't need to earn your worth. The worst is done. So it's burden in you. What are you calling in? Well, you're calling in 8 of Wands. Movement. Lots of movement. A surge of clarity and aligned decisions, and you're calling in a quick shift. Open communication, energetic acceleration, whether it's love, business, or healing. And whatever it is that you've been waiting for, it's about to happen fast. So make sure your heart is open enough to receive it. Your person and how they feel about you. I've got the 2 of Pentacles reversed. Well, they're overwhelmed, they're unsure, they're struggling to balance their emotions or their life path. And this reverse says that they may be dropping the ball or just not prioritizing you or the way you deserve to be treated. You know, their indecision has nothing to do with your value. So let them wobble. Don't wait in limbo. They are calling the shots and they can choose you clearly. So choose yourself. You can only choose for yourself. So your message from your future self. 4 of Wands reverse. The stability you seek can't be built on broken ground. You don't have to fit into someone else's picture of happiness. If the home that they offer feels hollow, trust yourself enough to walk away. A real union, a real divine union starts with safety in your own soul. And so the bottom of the deck is a High Priestess. So trust your intuition above all else. What your gut has been whispering is truth. It's truth for sure. So you don't need external validation. You already know. Let your inner wisdom, the secrets, the synchronicities, the sacred feminine guidance, it's all rising now. You already know. You're very connected to the divine. So Libra, this week is about releasing heartbreak, surrendering timelines, and reigniting your fire. You're becoming someone who no longer waits for someone else's clarity before making your own move. The pain of the past taught you discernment. It's now time to lower your sword, open your heart again. You have been closed off for too long, and you're calling in speed, change, forward movement. But first, lay down your burdens. The right person, the right purpose, the right path. They will never feel like emotional labor. They won't be a challenge that you cannot overcome. In fact, they will make it easier for you. Hi, Scorpio. Your soul is rebuilding in silence. Who are you becoming this week? Well, you're becoming Four Swords. You're learning the sacred art of you're becoming someone who fight every battle, chase every connection, prove your power through struggle. You're choosing rest as a radical act, and whether it's emotional retreat, physical healing, or spiritual integration, this pause is your power. You're not avoiding life, you're recalibrating. What are you meant to see? Three of Wands. Your future is not something that you are to fear. It's something that you are co-creating, and you are being shown a new horizon, and one that requires faith, courage, and letting go of the fate. It's time to stop staring at the ruins behind you and turn toward the possibilities ahead. Your next chapter wants you to expect growth, not betrayal. Where your power lies, power. Destruction is your element, and rebirth your legacy. This week, your power comes through embracing the breakdown. Something needs to be dismantled fast, maybe painful too, because it was built on false foundation. But don't fear the collapse. You were made for this level of change. Let what has to burn down. What survives will be your. So what you must release? The Two of Wands reverse. Stalling, playing it small, staying safe, planning phase. This reverse too says that you've been hesitating, maybe out of fear, maybe making wrong choice, but indecision is a decision. Release the need for perfect timing or perfect outcome. Choose, move, shift. You'll define it as you go. And what will guide you? I have the Six of Wands reversed. You don't need applause to be aligned. Let go of needing recognition or external validation. Right now, the path you are on may not be widely understood, but it is deeply sacred. And this card, reverse, says your success won't look traditionally. It may even seem invisible to others, but it's real. And trust your internal compass more than the crowd's clapping. So what you are calling in right now is the Three of Cups reversed. You're magnetizing solitude and depth, not loneliness, but a selective sacred. You're filtering through your circle, calling in friendships and alliances that nourish your spirit and not drain your essence. It's okay if you're not in a party mood. This is your season of quiet intimacy, not surface level socializing. You want real or nothing at all. And so your person and how they feel right now, you've got the Ace of Cups reversed. They are emotionally blocked or maybe very guarded right now. Their heart may be even very shut down, overwhelmed, or disconnected from their own feelings. They're not in a place to offer a full cup, but that doesn't mean that they don't care. It just means they're not capable of receiving or giving love clearly. But be compassionate and don't wait for them to open up if it costs you your peace. And message from your future self. Everything will become crystal clear. A new truth is rising. A contract is coming. A decision will finally be made. Your mind will be sharp. Your words will land, and your truth will cut through illusions like a blade. Get ready. It's time for you to receive. It's not an emotional, it's energetic. It's yours. It's karmic. Or it's just a contract that you've earned from past lives coming. The bottom of the deck, the 10 of Pentacles upside down. You're realizing that the legacy that you want can't be built on someone else's definition of success. Family, love, security, it all has to be reimagined. Don't be afraid to define what long-term looks like for you. Break the mold. This is your lineage. Rewrite it. Scorpio shadow and light woven together with power and poetry. So Scorpio, this week is about laying low while rising higher, and your healing is happening in the silence, not in the spotlight. You're dismantling your old structures, releasing any indecisions, and calling in a more honest life. Your person may be emotionally distant, but your soul is drawing in something so much more valuable and clarity. Let the tower fall. What's being built next will be yours and only yours, and no more no more half-hearted. Sagittarius. You can't ignore what you know now. You're becoming justice upside down, reversed. You're waking up to places in your life where things have been off, whether it is a relationship, a soul contract, or even how you treat it yourself. This reversal signals your transformation into someone who no longer turns a blind eye. You're becoming the truth teller, the karmic balancer, and even if it means rocking the boat, you're not here to make it look fair. You're here to make it feel aligned. And what you are meant to see? The moon. Not everything as it seems. Illusions are being stripped away. Emotional fog is lifting, and you are meant to see the story. The performance, the mask, whether someone else or it's your own. Hidden truths are now surfacing. Dreams, signs, and intuitive downloads will reveal what logic can't. The truth will feel unsettling before it feels free. So where your power lies, King of Swords, detach to discern. The strength this week is emotional neutrality, sharp observation, and clear thinking, and you don't need to react, you just need to strategize. The King of Swords cuts through the noise, speaks with authority, and knows that logic can't make you cold. It makes you wise. This is not the time to be soft. It's the time to be clear. So what you must release is the Queen of Cups upside down. Release emotional overexertion. You've poured too much into people who could not meet you at the same depth. You are giving where those are not able to give back. The reverse queen shows that you have been overly nurturing, overly forgiving, emotionally enmeshed. Let go of the identity that equates love with sacrifice. You don't have to bleed to prove that you care. So what will guide you is the Page of Cups upside down. Drop the fantasy. The reverse page is a reminder that infatuation isn't intimacy. Immaturity, false promises, breadcrumbing, emotions, it's all distraction from the deep grounded connection that you actually crave. What guides you now is a discernment in love. Trust your inner knowing in over poetic words. Watch actions, not your. And what are you calling in? The King of Wands. This is your power rising, boldness. You are passion with a direction. You are magnetizing a more confident, sovereign version of yourself and calling in people to match that fire. Whether it's a lover, a leader, or just you, the King of Wands energy is here to claim space, speak truth, and act without any apology. You're ready to love again. And so your person, how do they feel? Ten of Swords reversed. Well, they've been through some really painful times and possibly even ending it with you, but they're not completely over it. The reverse 10 shows lingering wounds, slow healing, unresolved emotions, and they may be trying to move on, but it's a part of them, and it's still energetically tied. Whether they admit it or not, the door hasn't fully closed in their heart. And the message from your future higher self. Four of Cups. Stop numbing, stop distracting, stop emotionally cutting yourself off. What you are feeling is important. It's your soul craving alignment. Your life that you've created doesn't light you up the way that it did once because you've outgrown it. Don't ignore the invitation to involve. Something sacred is trying to get your attention. And the bottom of the deck is the Emperor. It's time to step back into your divine authority. The Emperor is your inner masculine, reclaiming direction, structure, and unapologetic self-worth. Lead your life like a king. Hold your boundaries like a boss. And if it's not solid, sovereign, and soul aligned, it doesn't stay. Sagittarius, you're lighting the match that burns away every lie. So Sagittarius, illusions are falling, and it's both liberating and disorienting. And this week you confront what you've been overly forgiving, overly hopeful, and overly willfully blind to the injustice. But now, well, you rise. Not with the chaos, but with clarity. And you're calling in a bold energy, a king energy, a visionary. So your person is still healing, but your focus must return your throne. This is a karmic clean, followed by a magnetic return to your higher self. Don't ignore what you've been feeling, and don't shrink from the truth. The version of you is done settling. It's time. Capricorn, what's destined is now unfolding. But can you let? So who are you becoming? Hierophant. You're stepping into divine structure, not out of obligation, but from a spiritual authority. You're becoming someone who doesn't just follow the rules, you embody the wisdom behind. This could signal a deeper commitment to a relationship, a higher calling, or even your own moral codes. You're learning that sacred devotion is not weakness, it's your true power. So what you are meant to see the world. Major karmic cycle is closing. The person, the patterns, the contracts that you've been tied to is reaching completion. And this card invites you to see the wholeness of your journey, not just the hard parts, and you've come full circle. Before you step into this next portal, honor what you have survived. You've earned this moment. Don't rush it. And where your power lies, the hang. Well, Capricorn, your greatest strength this week is your ability to surrender, not inaction, but intentional pause. The Hangman asks you to look at things from a higher inverted perspective. What if the stuckness isn't a preparatory? You're not trapped. You are being shown that what no longer works. So you can choose differently when the door opens. What you must release. 7 of Wands. Drop your emotional defenses. You've been in battle mode for too long, even if no one is swinging. It's safe to soften your edge. You don't need to protect yourself from every connection, every offer, or even a feeling. Not everyone is out to test your limits. Let love in. Let guidance in. Let change in. The fight is over. So what is going to guide you? The Knight of Swords. Your breakthrough comes through honesty. Even if it's messy. The Knight of Swords is bold, direct, and ready to charge ahead, and it may be a conversation, a decision, or a truth that you've been sitting on for too long. Let your voice move things forward, but Beware of impulsiveness or emotional reactivity. Focused action is what will win. What are you calling in? Justice. You are calling in a divine balance, a karmic repair, contracts that honor both sides. And if you've been wronged, equilibrium is being restored. If you've grown, the growth will now bear fruit. This is truth, no longer hidden. And your scales are being aligned to match your new vibration. You are attracting clarity, closure, and a cosmic fairness. And for you, the person and how they feel. So they're starting to see the truth too. Emotions that were once hidden, maybe for even themselves, are now surfacing. They could be a slow and emotional awakening, a confession, or an internal shift. And there may even be some confusion, illusion, or secrets, but the person is now beginning to recognize what's real. Still, clarity doesn't always equal readiness. And a message from your higher self, the King of Swords reversed. Stop overthinking. Stop hiding behind the logic, coldness, or control. You don't have to outsmart your own heart. You are safe to feel again. The mind has served its own purpose, but now let the soul lead. Your clarity doesn't come from overanalyzing. It comes from allowing. The bottom of the deck, the Page of Swords. There's more information coming, so stay curious. Listen before reacting, and the Page of Swords asks you to keep your eyes and ears open and your intuition sharper than ever. A message, a truth, a secret, a revelation. It's arriving, and what you learn may change everything. So Capricorn, this week is a soulful turning point for you. You are closing a major karmic loop and stepping into a sacred truth, a real commitment, a long overdue emotional justice. You don't have to defend yourself from life anymore. You're ready to live it fully. Your person may be waking up to some emotional truths, but the task is to stop leading with intellect and start trusting your intuition. You're being prepared for what is rightfully yours, a love, a contract, or a destiny that is finally yours. Pisces, after the grief comes the glow. Who are you becoming? The Ace of Wands, reverse. You are learning how to navigate the void, the space between what was and what will be, and your passion, spark, and vitality may be feeling very dimmed right now. But this is not the end of your fire. It is the quiet before your next sacred ignition. You're becoming someone who no longer seeks inspiration from others, but awakens it from within. Your burnout, your feeling is signaled to rest. It's not to retreat forever. And so what are you meant to see? The Three of Swords. Feel it. Let it wash through you. You've carried pain quietly, pretending it wasn't as deep as it was, but your soul is asking for you to acknowledge the heartbreak, whether it is a betrayal, a loss, or the slow ache of unmet expectations. This wound must be witnessed before it can heal. Grief is your teacher right now and your portal to power. And where your power lies, the Two of Swords. Your strength lies in the decision you haven't yet made. You're standing at a crossroads, trying to protect your heart while longing for clarity. This stuckness isn't weakness, it's a space. Your inner wisdom is ready, but fear is fogging your vision. Take off the blindfold. Your intuition knows the way, and you are not truly stuck. You're just pausing before a breakthrough. So what you must release? The Five of Pentacles. Let go of the belief that love must equal loss. You're always the one left outside, and this card is your abandonment wound calling for closure. This isolation, the struggle, the scarcity mindset, it's not your identity. You are not broken, and you are not too much or not enough. You are healing, and love will find you again, but this time it won't ask you to prove your worth. And what will guide you is the Star. Hope returns slowly, gently, like a moonlight after a long storm. This card is your soul's whisper. There's more joy, more healing, more love. And even if you can't see it clearly yet, your future self is sending light to guide you. Trust the tiny sparks of beauty. Let them grow into belief. And what you are calling in, Queen of Pentacles. You are magnetizing a grounded worth, sensual nourishment, real devotion. This queen knows how to care without overgiving. She holds space without losing herself. And this is a part of you that is rebuilding. A stronger, more discerning, rooted in self-respect, and you're calling in a relationship and opportunity that matches your value. And your person, how do they feel? The Devil. Well, they're not free, whether it's an addiction, a fear, an ego, control, or some unhealed trauma. They are caught in something toxic, and it's not your burden to bear. They may feel drawn to you intensely, even maybe obsessed, but they're not in love. It is attachment. They're being shown that their connection to you is based on wounds, not wholeness. And you can love someone and still let them go. So the message from your future self, the Fool. You are allowed to begin again, and this time not from survival, but from sovereignty. Adventure, freedom, laughter, and soul expansion awaits you. The next version of your life will not look like the one you had lost. It will be lighter, brighter, and authentic. You don't owe your past anything but gratitude and goodbye. And so the bottom of the deck, I have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. The hidden energy. You've been working so hard to heal, to fix, to earn, and to keep it all together. It's exhausting. It's time to stop trying so hard and let things flow. Healing doesn't have to be a full-time job. Your worth is not in your effort. Rest, recalibrate, realignment is already happening. Pisces, this week you are being asked to honor what hurt you, release what abandoned you, and reclaim what has always been inside you. The spark will return, the love you deserve will come, but first you must walk through the grief, the truth, and the moment of a decision. You are calling in stability, self-worth, an entirely new beginning. Your person is not free now, but you are, and your future self is waving at you from the next chapter, barefoot, smiling, saying, let go. Fine.